Why digital content will never monopolize. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. I'm going to talk about digital content versus physical content and live interaction. Okay. A lot of people, especially with, recording this in March, the end of March 2021, we've gone through an entire year plus of COVID-19 pandemic madness. Whether you agree, disagree, you have to agree that it has been a wild ride, regardless of what has occurred. One of the things that's happened is everything has been forced into the digital realm, whether you wanted it to or not. Some meetings have only been available digitally. Some conferences, some speeches, I mean, there's a million different forms of content out there that we would normally have the ability to capture it in a physical format or in a digital format, and it's just or in a in-person format, I should say, and it's only available digitally right now, or up until now. And things are starting to open up right now, but up until now, a whole lot of digital was about all you could get, right? And most of that's through force of law. Okay, and that's really the only way. I mean, it's a whole nother topic talking about monopolies. The only true monopoly you can ever really have long term is via force of law. Beyond that, when people talk about technologies coming up, it doesn't mean that the old technology completely goes away in most cases, unless it makes it completely irrelevant. But even the classic that everyone always brings up about the horse buggy whip people talking about how, there will always be horses and there'll always be a need for horse buggy whips. Well, it's true. There are still horses that are guiding carriages around Central Park and so forth, but it's not as widespread as it once was. Okay, cars took over completely, but it doesn't mean that people don't walk anymore. It doesn't mean that people don't ride their bike. It doesn't mean that people don't jog. In fact, I would venture to say that we've increased the amount of other activities that people can do. Not that they do, but that people can do outside of the typical transportation of a car. I mean, just since having cars, we've invented other ways of getting around. But that's neither here nor there. That it's the idea of the digital monopoly, the idea that digital is going to destroy print, that digital is going to destroy the ability to be able to get digital in your home is going to destroy the movie theaters. And I'm sorry, unless the government forces movie theaters to shut down, people are going to want to get out and go watch a movie on a big screen, or some reasonable facsimile. People are going to want to go watch plays. People are going to want to have that physical interaction. It's built into our substance as humans, I should say. And I want to show you where there's some cracks in this whole thing. And this is one of the things that I've seen a lot lately with digital entertainment. So you can go and purchase a movie digitally on Amazon.com. You can purchase a book digitally on Amazon.com. If Amazon decides that there are parts of that book or movie that need to be edited, and the publisher does not edit them, they can delete it. It doesn't matter that you think you have ownership of it. They can delete it from off of the store. They can delete it from off of Amazon Prime. They can get rid of it, and you won't be able to watch it even if you pay for it. It's in the agreement when you agree to go forward with those things. Same with Disney Plus and all these things that says you basically have ownership of these movies. You don't. You're leasing them. You paid a one-time fee or a subscription fee in order to lease these movies, these books, this music, all of it can go away tomorrow. And that lack of control will always drive people back to the physical. Physical books, and I highly encourage you, all the classic books that you love, that you want to pass on to your children and grandchildren, go and get physical copies of them. Because who knows what's going to happen in the future. We've got one major company running most of the books and digital books out there. All it takes is one company to go a little haywire or to do something a little bit different. One person in charge to handle things a little bit differently, and all of a sudden you can have classic books that you don't have access to anymore. Get physical copies. Get physical copies of the movies you love. I know DVDs are tough. They're so clunky in comparison, but find a way. Find a way to get physical versions of all those things that you want to pass on, because digital doesn't last forever. All it takes is one EMP bomb or something, and you can have a whole lot of hard drives completely wiped clean. It's a whole nother story. I'm not going to get into doom and gloom. That's not my point. My point is, physical will never go away. So don't think that you're pinned in to just doing digital. Digital's hot right now. Digital's convenient. Digital's a wonderful, wonderful technology, but it's not everything. It's a new technology. It's part of how we're going to be doing things from now on, but it's not the end game. It's just another layer of what's available, what you could be offering your customers, what you could be offering via marketing. It's one more thing, but all those other things still exist, and there's other ways of taking advantage of them. Hopefully that makes sense to you. If you'd like to find out more in terms of strategies that you could use in your business, not just the baseline principles like we're talking about today, go check out my book, 9 Ways to Amazon-Proof Your Business. It's all about standing out, getting out there and standing out apart from your competition, making them completely irrelevant. Go check out AmazonProofBook.com. You can download your own free copy, digital, but you can also get a physical copy if you want, both there and on Amazon.com and all those wonderful other places that we talked about. So you have a great night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.